Hello there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome back to the Talos Principle Road to Gehenna. And there's a bit of a windstorm going on around here, which will probably sound a little bit loud, but we're gonna say goodbye to Garrett and move on to World 4 out of 4. Anyway, this is gonna be the final world of the Road to Gehenna DLC pack, presumably. I'm not entirely sure what else to expect from this. Minus the fact that there are a bunch of stars that need to be collected, and also a couple of sigils which are required for that door, which is just right on the central platform of this hub world. I'm really curious as to what that's about, but I think it has to do with freeing the robots eventually at some point. And apparently there's a fan I could jump. You know, I want to see what's down there. What is the purpose of this fan? Why is this here? What is the purpose of any of these little islands just surrounding this entire region? Let's take a ride. I want to see where this will take me, because it's got to mean something. Maybe it's just a way of transportation. I don't exactly know. I like the strategically positioned rocks, however. Those are very nice in order to stop me from careening over the edge and having myself reset. What I'm really doing is just checking to see if there's actually anything hidden around this stuff, but I also don't want to fall off. It also looks a bit blurry right around here. I'm not sure if that's just me, but I think the weather is a little bit moody nowadays here in Gehenna, and that is mildly concerning. Hey guys, let's go to World 4 of Gehenna. No, let's just go travel from island to island and see what we can see. And if I could see where the next fan is, that would be fantastic. Oh. I actually don't really think there's any fan to speak of right here. This might just be a method of transportation, or maybe there's supposed to be a fan here at some point, but it just hasn't appeared yet because so far it's looking like a dead end. I can't see anything through this tree. Like, look at this texture work. It's very lovely texture work, I will admit, but oh wait, no, I can just jump down here apparently. Alright, that's fair enough. I was a little bit lost for a second, but I eventually found my way. Little lost sheep that I am. Oh, that's great. Well then, that's just fantastic. Well, we might as well just keep that in mind for the time being until we actually have access to that little interesting looking teleporter. But for now, I guess we'd better go travel back to World 4. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm gonna go after all those stars. They're awfully cryptic, I must say. It's a word I use quite often to describe them, and I will continue to use that word because how else can I put it? It's just, those stars are extremely difficult to even think about how you're supposed to get. Some of them are a little bit easier than others, which explains why I've made a little bit of progress, but man, that's gonna require a whole lot of off-camera thinking, which I just don't know. I don't know if I want to spend like 2 hours in a recording session just looking at a star and trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get at it. It's a little bit beyond my thinking, but we'll tackle it. No. The best way to put this is, we'll blow up that bridge once we get to it. But for now, we're going to focus on a floating island. It is a floating island. Yes. I am really happy to see this. I actually really like the environment that's set up right here. Okay then. So what do we have? We have a QR code over here. Without creative, independently thinking and judging personalities, the upward development of society is as unthinkable as the development of the individual personality without the nourishing soil of the community. Einstein, Compiladoc. Complication? Compilation? Comp? I don't know. Alright, this is a pretty interesting structure. It's basically every world just leads off, every fan just leads over to like a new puzzle world. That was a little bit, I had a little slight bit of lag right there, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. There's a lot to explore here. Unknown file type, cannot open file. Aztec 3, well that's certainly helpful. And, okay, this is texture work. You never know when you need a window to be... You never know when you need a window to peep right into a wall, you know what I'm saying? That was needed. Maybe that's just one of those ancient castle designs which I must fail to understand. I like the mist effects, however. It's like we are actually up in the clouds, and I think that's exactly what they're going for, so that's a neat little touch. Yet each man kills the thing he loves, by each let this be heard. Some do it with bitter looks, some without a flattering word. apparently. The coward does it with a kiss, the brave man with a sword. Okay then. It's nice to see we still have our poetry saved in the archive, albeit scattered around in QR code format. I hope there aren't any secrets hidden inside this pond, because I can look at this pond all day. I can look at the lovely water effects of when you sploosh about in it, but such is probably not meant to be, and in the end it just leads off into a waterfall, which falls right to oblivion. There's an island over there, and I see a star. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I can definitely see something that looks star-shaped. That's gonna be fun. The stars have not been fun so far. If there's one thing I must confess, is that I've not found trying to get at those nasty little stars. I have not found that to be a very precious experience. But I do like what Gehenna presents so far. It's definitely unique compared to the main campaign. I mean, normally floating islands in the main campaign were reserved for just secret worlds, but here, no, they decided to do it differently. All the main worlds each have something, a unique little structure to them, where it's definitely not something you're used to seeing. I'm basically repeating myself right there. But let me clarify. The first world that we entered had more of an open ground. The second world was a giant bowl with an oasis in the center, was really neat. The third world had an aqueduct, and that was extremely huge and open. Whose hands built this city? And this world has floating islands, and a fan. Where does this take me? It takes me to the world. Right. I pretty much just circled around like a silly billy. Let's go do a puzzle. Goliath. As in the parable of Davies and Goliath. This looks a little bit troublesome. And those buzzers aren't exactly indicating anything positive about this situation at all. I'm going to assume that there might have to be a little bit of box or hexahedron stacking needed to solve this puzzle. And if not, then, well, I don't know. Actually, I should just be able to tell. Well, there's my answer. But you can tell if you just enter the puzzle. It shows you what objects are going to be involved inside said puzzle, so yeah, I guess that would make sense. There's a whole lot of stuff going on around here. So what is the first thing I should do with the box? Well, I'm not really going to get much mileage out of putting the box on top of these little guys, because they cannot share a single box. So instead, what I'm going to do is pray. I'm going to pray to Elohim that he might reveal the answer to me. Do you like boxes? Mr. Buzzbuzz, do you like boxes? I like boxes. How far does this guy travel? He appears right out. Inside and outside. He doesn't exactly want to hold the box, however, which is disappointing. So now that makes me curious as to where I'm supposed to put this. Is there a laser back here? Oh yeah, there is. Do I have a connector I can remotely access? I don't know. I don't know. No. Okay then. So far, we've established that this box, definitely helpful in one way or another. I haven't figured out its use just yet, but when it comes to me, oh man, you'll be amazed at my puzzle-solving mastery. So, where should I put this box? What is the purpose of it? Do I have anything else to work with in this puzzle? Oh, there is a connector over there, but I need... Oh, wait a minute! Oh, I see, it's short fence. Right, short fence. So, let me get a good look of... Let me survey the situation from up top. Or just fall off like a lunatic. That could also be done. I wonder what the point of that is being there. Maybe that... Oh, yeah, if you just get stuck again, then I suppose that makes sense, yes. Let me take you with me and then grab the other box. Boom. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's go open some more doors. I want to see where this will lead. That takes me to more buttons. This looks a little too complex. I get the feeling that I'm gonna have to run fans one way or another to stop these buzzers from doing anything, or maybe for the laser? Probably for the laser, I'm going to assume. So instead, I am going to jam some doors. So many different options, though. So many different options. So little time. Where is that blue laser that we require? It's over here. And I have exactly one connector. Oh wait, unless I put it right here, in which case that might block it and then that will connect it to that door. I'm gonna try that real quick, actually. This puzzle's probably gonna take me about 1,000,000 years, give or take. And let's jam you, because you are being a little bit of a pest right now. Well, that certainly accomplished something. Okay then. So far, we've managed to establish that, this is not how you solve puzzles. Can I stop this guy from going anywhere? I don't think I can. I think he's destined forever to do just that. So... There's gotta be another door that I can possibly open. Because this is a really slow laser. That's gonna take quite a while for it to activate. And I can't exactly do anything from this angle either. Wait a second, it opens this door, does it not? But I still need the chopper there. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. This is quite a pickle we find ourselves in. Yeah, no extra jammers here. Just those 2 fan pieces which I need. As for over here, that's eventually where we have to go. But as for the time being, it's basically nonsense. This is all a bunch of nonsense is what it is. Why does this guy have to be here? What if I were to place a box right about here? Would I possibly be able to grab a laser from that distance? Just out of curiosity. Because if that's possible, then that buzzer might actually not be a concern. Huh, how about that? Alright, you hold still. I'm doing science. And place like so. Now we're getting somewhere. Aha! Okay. You. Activate door. And you activate another door, and that does not do anything for me, so instead close that door and take one box with me, just in the event where we might need it. Okay, this is good. Good puzzle. Good puzzle. Is there any way I can move this without being stuck here for all eternity? Wait, yes there is. If I just grab that and then open this door to reveal my second jammy friend, Mr. Jampson. Mr. Jampson Esquire III. It is so nice to see you once again, Mr. Jampson. Alright. I don't think I actually need anything else in there, so what I'm probably gonna do is start removing a couple of these lasers real quick. But I'm gonna need to activate both doors for this to work. And I need to take the box with me as well, because the box actually proved to be very ineffective at its job. Give me that. Okay. Take all of the connectors and place them here, and now we're done. Now what we need to do is redirect that blue laser somehow. I think I could still connect it through here. Oh yeah, the door's already open. All I need is just a jammer. Then I need the fans. I don't really know what this has to do with the story of Davies and Goliaths, though. I really don't know. I haven't quite found the intended purpose of that analogy just yet. Maybe it will reveal itself to me at some point or another. Now, as for the laser, I'm gonna need probably a laser right about here-ish. That... Wait, that does activate the fans, correct? But what good does that do? I'm gonna try doing something silly, actually.